Hello everyone, welcome to the second stimulus check update video. So in this video we will discuss some key news that has just come out and discuss what we know so far. So if you haven't checked out my previous video, I will link that in the iCard here. You might want to check that out after you watch this video. So you could kind of see the progress that we've made between when I made that video and the update on this video. So if you haven't seen my previous video, just to give you a format of how we go about this, here I have scoured the internet to find the most recent and relevant information and news on the stimulus check update, and I just kind of filtered through that and shared the most relevant news with you guys. And I also link the articles that I will discuss in this video in the description so that you could do your own research if you want to and dig deeper if you want to. I'm a big proponent of people doing their own research, so if you just want like a quick update, this is a great video to watch, but then if you want to go ahead and do your own research, I leave those links in the description for you to do so. Also, I'd like to remind you guys that this is not a political channel. This is a channel about personal finance and investing. So obviously we will be talking about Democrats and Republicans in Congress. So just a request, please keep it civil in the comment section. Let's be respectful towards people who may support the other party. This is a financial channel, so we discuss everything about personal finance. Let's not get too political in the comment section below. And finally, before I do get started on the news, if you guys have information or a link, leave them in the comment section below as well. Help out the community, help out people who are looking for this information. That's the whole purpose of this video. So if you have some information that you think others would find useful that's related to the second stimulus check, please feel free to leave that in the comments below so others who are looking for similar information can find it easily. So with that being said, let's get right into it. So the first news article that we will discuss is from CNET.com. The next stimulus bill, HEALS Act, contains far more than just another check. So that's good news for most people. The Senate on Monday introduced the HEALS Act, the Republicans' new stimulus proposal that includes a second stimulus check up to $1,200. In addition, the legislation will renew enhanced unemployment assistance through offering significantly less financial support than March's CARES Act. It will also pledge more than $100 billion to schools reopening. Not everyone thinks the HEALS Act goes far enough. However, on Monday, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer tweeted the GOP plan does not meet this moment. Rounds of bipartisan negotiations will begin as lawmakers hammer out the bill's final details. Here we'll go through what Democrats, Republicans, and the White House think the next stimulus package should contain and how likely we are to get it before August 7th, the last day before another month-long Senate recess. So what I'll do is go through the details of what's in this HEALS Act, and you will find that there's significant details that's discussed in this article. But the key thing I just want to bring up to everyone is that August 7th, that's the date. So I would say a week and a half from where we are today. I really hope that both parties can come together and come to an agreement so we can have a bill passed and have that in motion, because otherwise Senate goes into recess, and that may, if we can't hit that August 7th date, that might significantly delay this second stimulus check. So here they go discuss briefly into what it is, but I think we all know what it is and its purpose, so I'm not going to waste your time talking about it. How it could help you. The payment is not taxable, and you can use it however you want to pay for food, housing, clothing, and so on. Basically, it's just cash. You use it any way you would use cash. Why we think we will get a second check. The CARES Act authorizes payments up to $1,200 per eligible adult, and so does the HEALS Act. The House of Representatives, HEROES Act, meanwhile, called for $1,200 stimulus checks, but for more people. The White House also supports another round of checks, which makes this a likely part of the final bill. New modified unemployment benefits for jobless Americans. So this is an additional weekly check for people who applied for unemployment for the first time or were already collecting unemployment. The program, initially granted by the CARES Act, provided an extra $600 per week, and it expired on Saturday. But lawmakers are looking into another unemployment boost now. So I do think that there will be another round of this, or one form of this, even if it's not the exact $600. We will discuss that in a second in this article. The Republicans have already supported an extension, though at a reduced rate, saying $600 a week is too generous. We have learned that we knew at the time. Grassley said on Monday that when you pay people more not to work than they would get working, what do you expect? People will not work. And what this country needs is more workers. But with new unemployment claims exceeding $1 million each week for more than 4 months and 31.8 million people in total claiming benefits this month, the White House and Senate are under pressure to renew the benefit. The Senate proposal for extending the benefits will be based on 70% to 75% of lost wages, starting at $200 a week and over time increasing to $500 a week with state assistance. So it's not written in stone yet, but seems like we are leaning towards some form of extended unemployment benefits. How it could help you. An extra weekly payment on top of the ordinary unemployment benefit gives individuals and families a leg up, and cutting it off or reducing it could be devastating to both unemployed workers and the economy. Each dollar of unemployment insurance boosts economy spending by $2. The Economy Policy Institute estimates that letting the $600 unemployment insurance extension expire would by itself lead to more job loss than that happened in the recessions of the early 1990s or early 2000s. So do you guys agree with this statement? Let me know in the comments below if you agree with this statement or not. So for small business owners, payroll protection program to help businesses keep employees. This is intended to keep you retain your job. The PPP, or the Paycheck Protection Program, provides forgivable loans to small businesses as an incentive to keep employees on payroll. The program is designed to fund workers employed who would otherwise have lost their jobs during the pandemic. Overall, the PPP hasn't preserved many paychecks. That's what this study by Joshua Gottbaum has proven. So the link is here if you guys want to check out his study yourself. But there's a high likelihood that this would get extended because the Republican proposal will target the hardest hit small businesses. Senator Susan Collins of Maine said on Monday, including those with revenue losses of 50% or more over last year. Now, there is another one. Employee retention tax credit could help pay wages. This is under the program. An employer can receive refundable tax credit for wages paid to an employee during the pandemic. The employer can then use the credits to subtract from the taxes that they owe. Again, it's not a direct payment to you, but the program encourages business to keep workers on the payroll. So the hope is with this employee retention tax credit, less people would be laid off, so more people would hopefully get to keep their jobs and remain gainfully employed. Grassley said that the HEALS Act includes further tax relief for businesses who, for hire and rehire workers, and the Democrat-backed HEROES Act also builds on the tax credit that were part of the initial CARES Act, and there's additional bipartisan support besides. Okay, so this is interesting. Return to work bonus up to $450 per week. So this is a temporary weekly bonus for unemployed workers who secure a new job or are rehired on top of their wages, as proposed by Senator Rob Portman, a Republican from Ohio. The bonus would be $450 a week. How could this help you? Under Portman's plan, and here's a link to more details of that plan, the weekly bonus would go to laid-off workers who return to work. The White House in May expressed interest in the bonus, and Portman continues to support the idea. White House economic advisor Larry Kudlow did suggest it would be part of the HEALS proposal, but Mitch McConnell and the other Senate presenters didn't mention a bonus on Monday. So since the White House is behind it, there is a big likelihood of this return to work bonus being passed, maybe not $450, but in some form or another, given we have seen in the article above that the $600 bonus, they are claiming that it de-incentivizes people to not work. So this serves the same purpose, but it also provides the incentives to get back to work. Then there's some rental assistance to help fend off evictions. This plan would help renters pay rent and assist landlords with expenses with less rent money coming in, especially as the U.S. faces a potential, and in quotes, tsunami of evictions. The rental assistance program would temporarily help you pay rent if you qualify, put a hold on evictions for a year, and help cover costs of rental property owners because of the rental payment shortfall. So we don't have the details here, but if something like this passes, I think it would definitely help out a lot of people. Kudlow mentions that the Senate proposal will lengthen the eviction moratorium. However, it was not part of the Senate presentation on Monday. Finally, we have the payroll tax cut so employees receive bigger paychecks. President Donald Trump has for months pushed the idea of including temporary payroll tax cuts in the next stimulus package. The proposal could include cutting both the employer and the employee share of payroll taxes. Once again, guys, I will link this article in the description so you could follow this link right here in the article that I'll link below to more details of what the proposal contained. If you have a job, a payroll tax cut would let you keep more of your earnings each check. The plan would not help those who are unemployed and don't receive a paycheck. As of July 4th, who were claiming unemployment insurance would not benefit. So there were about 32 million people who were claiming the unemployment insurance. So there's a lot of people who would not benefit if this does come to pass. Neither the HEROES Act nor the current Senate plan includes a payroll tax cut. Even Trump seems to have given up on the plan. I would have preferred a payroll tax cut on top of that check, Kudlow said on Sunday, but be that as it may, politically it does not work. So I think this is a very comprehensive article, guys. I will link them in the description. Do check them out, and you could follow these URLs in this article to do more research on your own. So I hope you guys found this article useful and the information, the news contained within this. Before we move on to the next article, just want to say that if you guys like the stimulus check updates, you might want to consider subscribing to the channel because I do plan on making more of these and sharing this information with you guys as they are coming out. Also, this is a channel on personal finance and investing, so we cover almost everything that has a dollar sign in front of it. So if that is something that you guys are interested in, you might want to consider subscribing or check out some of the other videos and playlists that we have on our channel. Okay, so the next article is from Yahoo. Americans who got a first stimulus check would likely get a second one under the GOP's new proposal. In several instances, some individuals would get more money. The Republican plan, unveiled on Monday, proposes sending a second wave of stimulus checks of up to $1,200 to Americans, plus an additional $500 for any dependent. a key departure from the first round. That means parents of older high schoolers and college students claimed as dependents would get the bonus, as well as those taking care of elderly loved ones who are dependents. In the first wave of payments, parents of child dependents under 17 were the only ones who got the extra $500. So this is a new update here. We also include in the additional $500 for each dependent some people that we didn't intend to leave out last time, but we did. Senator Chuck Grassley said from the Senate floor on Monday. So regardless of age, some of these dependents will now be helped. The Democrats' stimulus check plan under the HEROES Act also proposed that the taxpayers would receive the extra dependent bonus for any dependent claimed on the tax return. However, the proposal was also suggested a larger benefit of $1,200 per dependent instead of $500. Who would be eligible at this time? So we did briefly discuss that, so I will skip over this, but we'll discuss who wouldn't get a stimulus check payment. So single adults who make more than $99,000 and married couples who earn more than $198,000 wouldn't receive a stimulus check. Under the Republican proposal, those without a social security number and non-resident aliens, those who earned a U.S. citizen or U.S. national and don't have a green card or have not passed the substantial presence test would not be eligible for that payment. So if you guys fall under this category, this is something to keep an eye out for. By contrast, the Democrats' plan proposes sending payments to people with individual taxpayer identification numbers and their families. The change would mean that more than 4.3 million adults and 3.5 million children would be eligible for the payment according to ITEP. Additionally, under the GOP's plan, incarcerated individuals would not be eligible for a payment, which was the case for the first wave of payments. Anyone claimed as a dependent on another taxpayer's returns would not be eligible either. So this is something that we should pay attention to. Also, anyone who passed away before January 1st of 2020 won't get a second check. So as always, guys, I will be linking this article in the description below. I think you want to check out who wouldn't get a second stimulus payment to see if any of these conditions apply to you. So that's it for today. That's all the news that I think we need to know at the moment. And as more information comes out, I will bring the most relevant information back to you guys. So that's it for today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.